Hello, and welcome to our lesson on performance measurement and evaluation. This segment will cover developing a system of performance measurement and evaluation. Establishing a robust measurement and evaluation system necessitates strong leadership commitment and financial support from top management. It is essential for all purchasing locations to adopt a standardized system structure, reducing duplication efforts and saving on training costs. While performance criteria and objectives can vary, aligning the primary design of the system across locations is crucial. This unified approach, endorsed by top management, conveys a message of dedication to monitoring, tracking, and enhancing performance. Creating an efficient measurement and evaluation system involves several key steps: defining performance categories, setting standards, developing specific measures, finalizing system details, and reviewing and implementing the entire system and its measures. We will talk about each step in detail. The preceding section discussed many classes of performance measurement. The first stage of the development process requires recognizing measurement categories on which to focus. Also, a company can weigh its performance measures and classes differently. Management is not concerned with particular performance measures during the system development period. The chosen performance classes must relate widely to organizational SC and purchasing objectives and goals. Choosing the performance measure classes is essential before developing particular performance measures. Developing particular performance measures starts once management recognizes the measurement classes it will emphasize. Certain features characterize successful SC and purchasing performance measures as follows. Objectivity. Every measure should be as objective as possible. Instead of qualitative assessments and feelings, the measurement system should depend on quantitative data. Clarity. It's essential for staff to grasp performance measures, ensuring alignment with desired outcomes. Clear communication fosters agreement on objectives linked to each measure and promotes a shared understanding of the necessary efforts. Use of accurate data. Accurate data is essential for well-defined measures. If a measure relies on unreliable or challenging data, its consistent use is less likely. The cost of collecting necessary data should not outweigh the potential advantages of the performance measure. Creativity. Contrary to a common belief that performance evaluation should encompass every possible activity, a successful system prioritizes key measures without stifling individual creativity. This approach allows for a more focused assessment, emphasizing 5 or 6 clearly defined measures rather than overwhelming with 25 vague ones. Directly associated with organizational goals. Aligned with organizational goals, purchasing objectives are shaped by corporate goals and may also be influenced by other functional objectives. For instance, manufacturing goals directly affect purchasing as they play a supportive role in the manufacturing process. To meet their objectives, purchasing managers formulate strategies and action plans, while senior management establishes metrics to assess the effectiveness of the activities needed to achieve purchasing plans and strategies, serving as indicators for improvements in purchasing. Joint participation means that the staff responsible for every measure participate in establishing the measure's performance objective. Joint participation may go a long way towards getting the support of the staff responsible for achieving the measure. Dynamic overtime. A dynamic system is one that management reviews periodically to determine whether existing measures still support purchasing objectives and whether performance objectives or standards require updating or whether there is a need for new measures. Non-manipulable. This measure is cheat-proof, ensuring that staff cannot inappropriately influence the results. Ideally, those responsible for the measure should not supply the data to the reporting system, mitigating integrity and accountability concerns. A computerized system should handle data reception to performance display for optimal reliability. Setting clear objectives for performance measures is crucial, as they articulate specific performance goals or targets. Practicality is essential when establishing performance objectives or standards. They should be challenging yet attainable with a solid effort. Striking the right balance is essential. Targets shouldn't be too easy, requiring minimal effort, nor overly tricky, discouraging staff from attempting to achieve them. Objectives should align with the realities of the company's competitive environment. Typically, companies employ three methods for creating objectives: historical data, internal comparison, and external analysis. Using historical data, this technique establishes performance objectives by modifying past performance with an improvement element. However, relying solely on historical data poses risks, as past performance may have been suboptimal. Setting objectives based on suboptimal performance, even with an enhancement element, can perpetuate suboptimal results. Moreover, historical data fails to provide insights into competitors' performance capabilities. Supply and purchasing goals should align with the company's strategies and financial objectives to contribute meaningfully to overall success, ensuring that purchasing is a value contributor through objective accomplishment. Internal comparisons. Companies can internally compare their various business units to establish a company-wide performance goal based on the top-performing unit. While this approach offers advantages over traditional methods, such as fostering healthy competition within the organization, it comes with drawbacks. Overemphasis on internal comparisons may lead to a lack of focus on external competitors, potentially fostering unhealthy competition among internal departments. Additionally, there is no guarantee that the best-performing internal unit aligns with the top-performing unit of a direct competitor. External analysis. This method involves an examination of the performance objectives and practices of competitors or other leading companies. The benefit of this method is that it calls for an external evaluation at particular levels of detail. The next part of this chapter discusses benchmarking as a competitive analysis method for creating performance objectives. Finalize system details. The management is required to consider issues in the next aspect of execution, such as the frequency of performance reporting, the training and education of system users, and the final determination of flow-to-use system outcomes. Performance reporting frequency. Effective measurement and evaluation systems provide regular performance outcome reports. Reporting frequency may vary for each measure, and it should be determined by management to optimize the use of each measure. Training and education. An organization must provide trainings to their suppliers and staff how to use the system of measurement and evaluation. Every participant must know his or her responsibility and accountability. Using system output. Management uses the outcome of a performance measurement and evaluation system in many ways. Some supervisors comment on the output to directly evaluate the performance of purchasing suppliers and staff. Managers can use the system to trace the effectiveness of individual purchasers. System outcomes can also recognize better performing suppliers that deserve future contracts of purchase. Implement and review system measures and system performance. Every system has an execution stage, which may contain trial or pilot runs to ensure the system performs as planned. The measurement and evaluation system, along with each performance measure, must be subject to periodic review. Having a system that includes inappropriate or obsolete measures can be more damaging than having no formal system. This is the end of this segment of our lesson. In the next segment, we shall discuss benchmarking of performance, comparing against the best. This course is presented to you by South Europe College. Thank you for listening, and see you on our next segment.